In our modern world, where stress and constant change have become part of daily life, many people are searching for ways to maintain inner balance and emotional well-being. Buddhism, one of the world's most ancient spiritual traditions, offers simple yet profound practices that help cultivate peace, compassion, and clarity of mind. Today, we will explore 10 habits inspired by Buddhist teachings that you can integrate into your everyday life to feel calmer, happier, and more connected. 1. Practice mindful breathing. One of the core practices in Buddhism is mindfulness of breathing. By simply observing your breath, inhale and exhale, you bring yourself into the present moment. This practice trains your mind to slow down, reduces anxiety, and helps you gain control over your emotions. Just a few minutes a day of mindful breathing can calm your nervous system and restore inner balance. 2. Embrace impermanence. Buddhism teaches that everything in life is impermanent. Our thoughts, feelings, possessions, even relationships. By accepting that change is a natural part of life, we reduce our suffering. Instead of clinging to what must eventually pass, we learn to appreciate the present moment. This mindset helps us handle loss, disappointment, and transitions with more grace. 3. Cultivate compassion. Compassion, or karuna, is central in Buddhism. When you practice compassion not only toward others but also toward yourself, you break free from anger and resentment. Small act of kindness, a smile, or simply listening without judgment can shift your mood and strengthen your emotional resilience. Compassion transforms both the giver and the receiver. 4. Let go of attachment. Much of human suffering arises from attachment, whether to material things, expectations, or specific outcomes. Buddhism suggests practicing non-attachment, which doesn't mean indifference, but freedom. When you release the need to control everything, you open the door to greater peace and flexibility. You begin to enjoy life without the heavy burden of constant worry. 5. Develop gratitude. Gratitude in Buddhism is not just about saying thank you, but about truly recognizing the value of what you already have. Each day, take a moment to reflect on something you are grateful for: your health, a friend, a warm meal, or simply being alive. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into sources of joy and shifts your focus away from what is missing. 6. Meditate daily. Meditation is perhaps the most well-known Buddhist practice. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can help you reduce stress, gain clarity, and strengthen your emotional well-being. Meditation allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment, creating a space between stimulus and reaction. Over time, this habit rewires your mind for greater calmness and stability. 7. Practice right speech. In Buddhism, the principle of right speech reminds us to use words wisely, avoiding gossip, lies, or harsh language. When you communicate with honesty and kindness, you not only improve relationships but also protect your inner peace. Words carry energy, and by choosing them carefully, you contribute to a more harmonious environment for yourself and others. 8. Live with simplicity. Buddhist philosophy values simplicity and mindful living. The less we clutter our lives with unnecessary possessions and distractions, the more mental space we gain for peace and creativity. Simplifying doesn't mean depriving yourself, but making conscious choices about what truly matters. This clarity can ease stress and bring deeper satisfaction. 9. Accept suffering as part of life. The Buddha taught that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience. Rather than denying or avoiding it, acknowledging suffering helps us grow emotionally stronger. This acceptance does not mean passive resignation, but developing resilience and understanding that even painful experiences can teach us compassion and wisdom. 10. Cultivate joy in small things. Finally, Buddhism encourages us to find joy in simple, everyday moments: a cup of tea, a sunrise, the laughter of a child. By training your mind to notice and savor small pleasures, you increase your overall happiness. Joy doesn't come from grand achievements but from the ability to fully appreciate life as it unfolds. Conclusion. These 10 habits inspired by Buddhism are not about becoming someone else, but about discovering your natural state of calm and compassion. You don't have to be a monk or travel to a monastery to benefit from these practices. By incorporating mindful breathing, gratitude, compassion, and simplicity into your daily routine, you will notice a gradual but powerful shift in your emotional well-being. Remember, emotional balance is not something you achieve once and for all. It is a practice, a daily choice, and as the Buddha taught, peace comes from within.